And so this is what happens to us, is that you lose your way when you don't act upon the truth. You lose your way if you don't act upon knowledge. And similarly, you lose your way, you are unintelligent, you lose your aql if your knowledge becomes symbolic.
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
So aql is the ability to process knowledge, learn through experience or knowing it intuitively, innately, to control your desires, hawa, and act upon it in the right way, amal. Okay? So this is in a nutshell. And so there is a big difference between knowledge. There is a big difference between ilm and aql. There's a big difference between knowledge and intelligence. In Surah Al-An'am, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in ayah 20, those to whom we have given the scriptures, meaning the Yahud and the Nasara, the Jews and the Christians, recognize him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as they recognize their own sons. Those who destroy themselves will not believe. So Allah is telling us that these people, they recognize the truth from the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there were many who recognized the truth. The Safiya bint Huyay al-Akhtab, she speaks about her father, Huyay ibn Akhtab, who recognized the Prophet. And he was speaking with his brother, her uncle, and he was asked, is it him? Is it the Prophet? Yes. But he's going to be our enemy till the end of time. We're going to be against him. We recognize him to be the truth, but we're going to be against him. So he had the knowledge, his scriptures foretold about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he could not rein his, because intelligence, what did we say, is to rein in your desire. You know why? Because the Prophet came from the Arab and not from the Yahud, so we can't follow him. Similarly with Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl's original nickname used to be Abu al-Hakam. The father of wisdom, the father of intelligence. And he became the father of ignorance. Why? Because when he was asked by him, do you believe he's a prophet? Yeah, he's a prophet. But his tribe, listen, they have taken over the responsibility of covering the Kaaba. They've taken the responsibility of Dar Nadwa, like the council, of the banner of war. They have the privilege of that. They have the privilege of providing for the pilgrims. We're not going to let them have the prophet. Now they say the prophet is from amongst them. No, we cannot have that because of tribalism. And so this is what happens to us, is that you lose your way when you don't act upon the truth. You lose your way if you don't act upon knowledge. And similarly, you lose your way, you are unintelligent, you lose your aql if your knowledge becomes symbolic. If it becomes symbolic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Jum'ah, so chapter 62, ayah 5 in the Quran, the likeness of those who are entrusted with the Torah but who subsequently failed in those obligations is the likeness of a donkey, كَمَثَلِ الْحِمَارِ يَحْمَلُ أَسْفَارًا. So the likeness of a donkey who carries books on its back. That's the likeness, is that when your deen becomes symbolic, it doesn't benefit you. Knowledge, when it becomes symbolic, does not improve your intelligence. When it becomes symbolic. It's like, for example, a medical doctor who tells his patients that you need to have a good diet, a healthy diet, avoid eating foods that are harmful to you, and he himself doesn't do it. He or she doesn't follow that advice, then is that a person who's intelligent? They have knowledge. They're like a donkey carrying books on their back. And us as Muslims, are we intelligent? Do we have intelligence? Do we have intelligence? Are we intelligent people? We have deen, we have Islam, but why are we not benefiting from Islam? Is it because our knowledge has become symbolic? Are we unintelligent? Do we have the knowledge of the Quran? Do we have the knowledge of the Hadith? Do we have the knowledge of generations of ulama? Yet these are just books that we are carrying on our back, just as a donkey would carry books, unknowingly what knowledge is within on that donkey's back.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.